Good morning again. And if you listen closely, you can hear the rain. It is pouring outside right now. But it is another good day and another day to say thank you again for having a reason to sit down and just stop doing. Because I tell you, this morning it's like I'm just so distracted and I am so all over the place that this is one of those mornings where I need it because I'm just not focused in the least bit. So, that's why we're going to sit here and get comfortable and make sure the feet are flat on the ground and the butt is nice and comfortable. It's a reminder to just, for the next few minutes, we can at least relax our shoulders and our neck and take a breath, listening to the cards like they're the sounds of the ocean. Yeah, isn't that wonderful? I wish I was sleeping. It's that rain is perfect for when you're drifting off. And we used to have a boat when I was a kid, and I just remember rain like this hitting the top of the boat. And as a matter of fact, listening to the cards like they're the sounds of the ocean. Waves. With a reminder to take that breath. So what has the universe got for us again today as we reach out? We use our tarot cards as a mirror from the universe just to reflect back what we may need to know. So, it's our daily inventory. Maybe something will pop up that we hadn't thought about. Maybe anger or resentments or anything like that maybe if we focus on now, if they pop up later on, we'll remember to take that breath because we've already talked about it. So, what do we have going on today? This is a busy week for me. So good. I'm glad I have the chance to flip this light switch, because that's what it is for me. It's like when I hear the cards and I take the breath, it's like, oh yeah, flip that switch and time to just let my butt melt. Okay, so what are we going to do here? We're going to make our 3 stacks. Each one of these a different thread going out to the universe, each one a different conversation. Each one a different thought, and if you believe in the multiverse, each one of these is a different path, because this conversation will lead us down one path, and these top cards here will give us a whole different discussion, so these would lead to a different path. So today, let's take a look at the bottom stack. Let's see what's underneath. Maybe something that's influencing us that we don't see. We'll do our 3 and 1. And flip each card over, one at a time, like we're reading a book, 1 page at a time. And our first card is Le Pape, the Pope, the Hierophant. So what is that? Well, it's can be like institutions. This is like tradition. It could also be about learning from somebody. It can also be about being constrained by rules. So we'll see what the Pope is looking at so that we get a better idea. Oh, so here we have these rules and regulations. And it's interesting because when we look at the Pope, we see how he's got this jeweled hat, all this gold and all this other stuff, and he's got the sycophants down here, his people that are at his feet. And then we look at the emperor. And so when we compare the two, we see who really rules, because the emperor He's actually dressed more for battle with the helm here and his shield. And he's not decked out in all the jewels and everything. So when it comes down to it, the Pope won't generally, essentially what it is that it's the institutions and the rules actually have control of everything. You'd think it would be the Emperor, but he's not. The Emperor still has to bow down to the Pope. So this should be interesting because they're just kind of staring at each other right now. And you can actually almost feel the tension sometimes. Wow, okay. So, and because of my prejudice with the church and stuff like that is where I say things like that. But sometimes we need to look within the rules, look within the institutions. And the Emperor is about taking charge of something. Because the Three of Coins are about home, health, finances, things like that, things that keep us grounded. Threes are about growth. So we have two majors here. These are majors. These are the destiny cards. We have a minor, which is our day-to-day cards. So it's almost a coming together, a decision. It's like when two people are really headstrong, come together, but we still have to make something happen. So we can be headstrong, but each one of these has its positive sides. So I'll be interested to see what the advice card is. So we have these two old guys here. I mean, look at these gray beards, everything else. Again, here's the person. This is the institution. This is traditions. This is you don't get out of line. This is the emperor, the father figure. And it looks like maybe even a clashing of ideas because we've got to get something done. And then here along comes our court card. Court cards can be us. It can be us. It could be somebody else that we know. Or it could be part of the situation. But here we have the epitome of fiery youth. Knights are the element of fire. Wands are the element of fire. And this horse right here, look at that horse. That horse is looking towards the future. And this horse is ready to take off. So today, looking at this, it's about, these are the old ways of doing things. This is like, here's the rules. Well, let's sit here and talk about it because this is like an old, the older boss, the older person, but things have to get done. And these two, again, are just stolid and everything else. But this card is about the enthusiasm. If this is us, this is saying, all right, what have we got going on today? What worked in the past, we're so tired of it. It's so dragging. Let's get up on our horse. Let's point the horse in the right direction and let's just rock with it. So this is about taking what was old and making it new so that we can get done what needs to be done. Let these guys lock eyes. So even though the environment is not a fire and energy, maybe we're sitting there on a Zoom call. Maybe we're just sitting there listening to the boss tell us how things should happen and you guys are doing a good job. But, those speeches and where we're just waiting for them to just turn off the Zoom so we can get to work. So today is about putting fire and energy. What do we got? And we have Maureen down here needing to find energy to navigate societal coercion in order to get what we need to move forward. Yep. Absolutely. It's whatever is traditionally, whatever it is that where we get stuck in, well, this is how we do things, and I'm the boss. We need to get up on the horse and show some fire and energy and get stuff really rolling in spite of. Because we are the fire and energy today, and that's what we need to remember. If things are going to start moving forward, it's going to be because we've gotten up on our horse and made it happen. So, and like I say, this is a good reading for today, just to remember about not getting stuck in, personally, my old ways. I've been at this job for 25 years, and so sometimes I could be with the people around me the emperor, because it's like I have the knowledge and stuff, but how much fire and energy am I putting into it? So this could be pretty much anybody who just needs to make a change and say, what can I do to add to this situation to pull us out of the old way of thinking? What can I do to pull us out of this situation, to get out of the old way of feeling, thinking, just sitting there? And keep in mind, this could even just be with our home, if not work. And so, with that, these are some strong cards today. And these cards have strong characters in it. So, it's one of those things to pay attention to as we're navigating with egos. And we're navigating with people who are, well, this is how we do it, but still getting things done. And with that, thank you all again very, very much, and I hope you have that amazing, amazing day, and I will be back tomorrow. Thanks again.